what made you choose SSCBS over SRCC?
Wanted to get into the management field and everything, and I felt that those courses weren't offered by SRCC. Like, of course, they had BCom and Eco, but I feel like I prioritized the course and the college. I mean, I was getting both of those things here, so.
So you came from commerce background.
Yeah.
You had like what, 100 in your boards?
Not exactly. I had like 99 in 2 subjects. I got like 97.6% in my board exams.
And how much did you get in CUET?
I got like 100 percentile in 3 subjects. Alright, so one thing that really helped me was having a structure, like how I was going to approach the things that were coming around, right? So in 12th, you have your boards, you have your half yearlies, and I feel preparing for those will actually prepare you for your CUET later on. And from my experience, CUET is like really easy, like it's fairly easy in terms of like the type of questions
People
they
will
ask.
get depressed in the comment section.
Yeah, so like the type of questions they ask for business studies specifically is fairly easier than, let's say, other subjects. So just like going over like the NCRT a couple of times and just practicing mocks, that really helped me for business studies at least. I know that people actually struggle with maths, so for them the only advice I have is to practice as much as you can, because if most of the questions you get in CUET are conceptual, and if you don't have your concepts clear, like if you don't have them crystal clear in your mind, like okay, if this is happening, like if the integral works like this, why does it work like that? Economics, fairly, I would say for Eco, don't rely on your GK, because you can actually solve quite a few questions from your general knowledge, but you also have to stick to the syllabus. So I know this is like a very niche sort of an advice, not holistic, but you can focus on that. This is a very common framework that most people use. It's called the spaced repetition technique. So your first revision has to be after 24 hours of actually learning the concept, then after 3 days, then after 7 days, and so on. So that really helped me actually understand the syllabus I was working with, and at the same time helped me memorize. So if you like, even if now if you ask me any of the concepts in business studies, I can answer those questions. I mean, so there's a set pattern for every exam, and for CUET, especially for business studies, it's inevitably memorization, because all the questions that you get are essentially just a repetition of what you've already read in your NCRT. I mean, then again, it really depends on how well you can memorize it, and that's like one flaw I would like to point out in the Indian education system. They always test your knowledge and not your potential, but anyways, that's not the point. Accountancy is the one subject in which memorization is not going to help you. You need to really understand the concepts, like okay, so if we're transferring something to the capital reserve account, why are we doing that in the first place? What's the rationale behind it? It's really like built on your core concepts. So you need to know what debit credit is. You need to know how each of the accounts function.
What are some actionable steps that they can do right now?
Finish the syllabus at least once, like of course, and after which keep on revising, building on the knowledge that you've already gathered. Again, spaced repetition really works. Other than that, do mocks regularly, especially for boards and all, and every once in a while try to go over the concepts once again. So let's talk about maths, right? So in maths, you need to solve questions as much as possible. You need to acquaint yourself with all the different types of questions that can be potentially tested. So it was essentially doing those questions again and again, which really actually helped me build that aptitude for maths, which helped me score well in my boards later on. Let's say we're talking about CUET. Let's say you did an afterboards mock, and you did a few questions in the afterboards mock जो पहले कभी नहीं देखे थे, and end में, like in the actual exam, you end up finding those questions there. So it also actually tests your memory in that sense that, oh wait, I've done this question before, or let's say I've done this type of questions before, so I know how to approach this, and that actually helps you build confidence for the final exam at the end of it.
What do you think is lacking between the people who score good in CUET and people who do not score good in CUET?
Okay, so personally, I feel there's also a perception barrier in terms of what they find difficult and what they find easy. So, accountancy is apparently like for most people, it's a very difficult subject because, again, they can't understand why we're doing the things we're doing. So that essentially creates this mind gap, this lack mindset that you can't actually score well in accountancy regardless of how much you try to. And that is one thing that really impacts your ability to perform well in an exam. If you're constantly telling yourself, "Bhai, ye to nahi hoga," then obviously wo nahi hoga. You are what you tell yourself you are. It is, at the end of the day, it's not the number of mocks you do, it is what you learn from those mocks that you can actually implement in the final exam, right? Like that you actually take with you further. So again, this brings us to analyzing mocks, right? In every mock that you do, you need to actually sit down and see kahan galti hui, what could have improved, how can I, improve in the mocks I give in the future.
And I feel that's the biggest gap that aspirants have, that they think too much and they are stuck in a decision paralysis stage.
Yeah, so I personally struggled with the decision paralysis, wherein I felt like, oh wait, I'm doing this, but I can also be doing this. And I feel like you need to also tell yourself that at this moment, if I feel like I'm making the best use of my time, like for me back then it was either, maybe doing another chapter or whatever, just revising something. You just have to seize the day, you have to seize the moment. And if you personally feel like you're making the most of the time that you have right now, that can impact your overall preparation in that.
Any last words of advice?
I would tell them to have higher aspirations. Like you can always sit for IP MAT. That was my plan initially. So I was preparing for IP MAT, but I also gave CUET Saath mein just as a backup sort of. So I would say have higher expectations as well, but sort of again try to make the best of every opportunity you're given. So also give CUET, also do this. And one actionable advice I can give you is keep trying, man.
This is an ad for CUET mocks that are LL3 and based on the 2026 syllabus. Kuch crazy dikhana hai mujhe. This student wrote all these 6 English mocks. She can select a word, define the meaning, and all the words that she defined on the platform will be stored. You can also analyze all your mocks at once on the basis of the topic or whether you got them right or wrong. And this way you can see your strengths and weaknesses based on the topics that you've attempted. The best time to study was 2 weeks ago. The second best time is now, I guess. And